Entering into day 8 of this solo Sesh-A-Thon, not a lot has changed since the last time I recorded an actual play. One thing has changed, and that's this bandage, because I was cutting a bagel while holding it in my hand and just sawed into my finger. So, that wasn't fun. So don't cut bagels in your hands. But let's go ahead and look at the last 3 sessions that I've been able to play since the last recording. I touched on one of these sessions in a video that I made, so I won't linger too long, and I'll try to hop right in. But one session I played was literally just fleshing out who this NPC is that was trapped underneath the horse. He's unconscious, he's badly injured. Who is he? So that was one session. The next session was a whole lot of just personal growth. Yarky lost he tried to heal the man, and it fizzled, and he nat 1'd on it. But that led to a really cool story moment when Eliara crit on taking this cursed armor from him, which was a really cool moment for me, because I didn't have to decide that the armor was the thing, or I didn't have to roll to decide it, to see if the armor was the problem. I kind of put that together, but I didn't know who was going to take it because of inventory slots and everything else. But Eliara was very generous with the dice, told a really cool story there, and now she has that armor, and it's going to build their relationship. So then the next day, they all gather around this man. Yarky heals him, and after making penance and having his spells restored to him, he heals this man. He's grateful but confused. He doesn't explain exactly what he's doing because he's still a little wary about everything. And then he's actually able to inform the decision on where they should go from here. They're going to move a little slow because he broke his leg. Yarky was able to set it, but they're going to be moving a little slow. So they've only made it through. When I finished the last recording, we were in Hex 403, and they were trying to decide to go mountains or grasslands. And they rested in the mountains, but the guy woke up and he said, yeah, the grasslands are treacherous. Let's go through the mountains. But they're going to be moving at half speed, so they've only made it halfway through this hex. The good news is he's also explained that down here in 405, if they travel straight down, that is a safe place for them to rest. So all they have to do is make it through this day, make it down there, and everything will be good. They did have a small encounter when they were trying to set up camp in the previous session, where a bunch of goblins popped out and started throwing rocks and flaming excrement at them. And that was really funny. And I thought about it, and I was like, man, I did roll and they were hostile. But I was like, hostile doesn't have to mean that they want to fight right then. I view that as a territorial move. And Yarky was able to speak goblin to them and essentially tell them, like, hey, we will leave if you guys stop throwing poop at us. And they were able to get out of there. So that it doesn't always have to be combat. Even when you roll, like even in a hostile situation, it made way more sense for this to be just like a funny beat. But that brings us to session 8 of the solo Sesh-A-Thon. And I found this to be a lot of fun so far and very helpful. And it's crazy that I'm already 8 days in, almost a third through this challenge. And I really enjoyed it, but I'll make another video about kind of takeaways as I go. But here we go. The intro that I wrote down is: having revived Nelsor Borisk, which is the guy's name, the party slowly moved through the mountains, encountering various things that slowed and hindered the process. The early morning upon the mountain is cold as the party gets moving to shed the chill. So that's where we are now. This is a risky mountain, so every 2 hours, so that's an entire day is going to be spent going down this mountain. Maybe I think I'll subtract one check from that. So I think there will only be three. Wait, I think it's every 2 hours is risky. So let's just double check that so I don't botch this and take it too easy. Risky is every 2 hours, yes. So the point with that being, they are going to, it'll take 3 checks for them to get down. They kind of had to push, where they stopped for the night previously, it actually made them push a little further. So they technically got more travel done, a little over half. So 3 is going to get them down the mountain, and then they will be able to set up camp, assuming everything goes well. So let's go ahead and get going. Also, someone is mowing right outside my window. I'm sure that's not going to sound good, but we're already in it. I'm here. I've got time. Let's do this. So as we get started, I'm going to just ask a question. How is Nelsor feeling? And then I'll say, is he okay? I also don't know I'm writing that because it's going to make it way slower. Is he feeling okay today? No. He is, he's not doing great. Let's see, right off the bat, we're going to have Yarki roll a Cure Wounds on him. This is a first level spell, so all he has to do really with his spell casting is he has a +1 and he has a +2 to wisdom, so he really needs to get an 8 or above. 19. Okay, so he goes ahead and heals Nelsor, just like he cures the wounds on his leg. I'm not gonna that doesn't mean he's all better, but it kind of alleviates the pain. And while he's there, I wonder, do they have a conversation, or is this a passing thing? So do they have a conversation? No. Okay. So Yarki gets to it, and I think they realize the pressing nature of the push that they're about to make. So they begin scaling down the mountains. I think that kind of in the distance, it's about three-ish miles away. I don't actually know what the naked human eye can see from on top of a mountain, but I feel like they can begin to see like kind of the ocean in the distance. And so that kind of is the backdrop as they go down this mountain, like the clouds kind of pass and they're able to see it, knowing that they are this much closer to making it to safety. So then we roll the first encounter check. Oh, okay, everybody. First thing of the day, we got an encounter. Let's open up to the mountain page as I fumble and can't grab this book at all. Encounter tables. All right, so we're in the mountain. Deep down, I always hope for good things, but I know it's not going to be good most of the time. Oh, 14, so it's probably definitely not good. Scaldor the troll crunches on dwarf bones in his dank cave. Okay, so Scaldor, do they know about Scaldor? Have they ever heard about Scaldor before? Yes. I'm going to say that Ulfric, in particular, he knows of Scaldor. He knows of this. He doesn't have a good relationship with trolls because of this particular thing. Maybe there's this troll out there named Scaldor who is especially like targeting of dwarfs. It's his his favorite meal. And so there are legends of him. He has battle scars from dwarves who have like gotten close to killing him but have failed to do so. So they're passing by down this mountain and they see this cave, and they hear, let's just say there's like a sickening crunch that they hear from inside. And Ulfric, kind of back against the wall, begins to skirt his way towards this cave entrance. And inside he sees this troll with a let's just say it's a giant slash across his chest from a battle axe from a dwarf previously. And he sees this, and I'm gonna just say right off the bat, he is enraged, and he charges in with everyone else kind of left in the dust. So I'm going to, I feel like, see, this would be a cool potential encounter if he wasn't crunching on dwarf bones. If he was just in there, I would probably say, like, ooh, this could be a potential friend. It could be someone who tells them of a fun place that is kind of hidden away in the mountains. But I think that this is a cool experience as well. So we've got, I'm not even going to put Nelsor and Windry on the battlefield because they are, Nelsor's injured and Windry is tied up. So over here, we're going to say that this is like the wall of the cave. I'm going to just scoot this really quick. And then up here is the troll munching on some bones. So right here at the entrance, Ulfric gets up there, and he doesn't even let his party know. He just begins to charge in. So let's roll initiative. I'm going to roll. Usually I would use somebody else's, I would use the best dexterity of the group. I'm going to roll Ulfric's dexterity, and I'm going to roll it with advantage against this troll because I think that he is going to be caught a little flat-footed where Ulfric is charging in. He knows what's going on, and he is making his entrance here. So let's go to troll in the book. I'm fairly certain that Scaldor doesn't exist as an actual monster entry, but I'll just make sure before I skip over. Okay, cool. There's Megalodon, so let's go to troll. And then the question is he a frost troll? Is he a regular troll? I feel like he's a regular troll. I don't know why he would be a frost troll. But let's see. I'll roll on that. So we'll have so a 1 to 2 on a D6 is going to mean that he is, actually let's do a D4. A 1 is going to mean he's a frost troll, and then a 2 to 4 is going to mean that he's a regular troll. 4. So he's a regular troll. And so he will get +2 to dexterity. So I'll roll his first. 17 + 2, that's 19. Ulfric's going to have to get a 19 on the die to beat him. Oh, he got a 17, and then with advantage, 18. Okay, so he gets a 19. I think rather than just like going with who has the higher dexterity here, I want to do a contested flat roll-off between the two of them. As Ulfric begins to charge in, we'll say he's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's already made it all the way in there. And okay, wait, I didn't dictate who that was. Okay, this is going to be Ulfric first. 2, oh no. And then this is going to be the troll. 7. Okay. So the troll hears the footsteps outside, just a little bit before Ulfric even charges in, and he sniffs the air and he can smell dwarf flesh on the air. I'm going to drink some water because I'm about to be talking a lot. Okay. So, Ulfric has charged in. Ulfric has, let's see, 22 HP. He is definitely the hardiest of the bunch. The hardy boys. And this troll has 24 HP, but this troll regenerates every turn. And these guys aren't even able to get in time. So, the troll is going to take 2 claw attacks and 1 bite attack. So, we'll do the claws first. As Ulfric rushes in, he says as he begins to swipe down into him, I could smell you. 13 plus 4. That one. Okay, so that's gonna miss. He has an 18 AC. I forgot about his shield, and he would not be charging in without that shield. And then his second claw, as Ulfric parries with his just like sheds this first blow, he throws a second one. 5 misses. This time he bats it away with his sword, cutting off like a bit of this guy's claw. And then as he does that, he leaves himself open for this bite as this troll comes in. 19 on the die. Okay, so he gets a bite off, and it is 1d10 of damage as Ulfric cries out in pain. That's 3 damage. So nothing too crazy. I'm going to say 2. This is going to be kind of a battle to the death because I think that this cave only goes so deep. And so where typically I would roll for him to try to escape if the wisdom check fails, I think that he wants to kill Ulfric, and he doesn't really have another way out. So that's the party's turn. We're going to have this be Sir Tucker Rose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 times 5. That's 30, right? Okay, cool. So he makes it there, and he cries out to Ulfric, and he doesn't even know what's going on, and then he sees the troll and he gasps. So then we've got Eliara, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she gets to the opening, and she sees this lanky troll standing up, and she blasts him with a not Melf's acid arrow. What am I talking about? I'm talking about D&D, and this isn't that. Let's go back, get acid arrow. So she's just got to roll to hit, and then it's going to be a focus spell. Okay. Well, okay. So here's the deal. That just landed on a 20. But like I've said before, I need to just make sure it lands here. No! I should have just taken it. I'm a dummy. Okay, so her spell fizzles. Then Yarky's going to run up. And what does Yarky have? What can he do here? Yarky has Shield of Faith, Blind Deafen. Okay, he's going to roll with the Blind Deafen. And this time he calls out to Madeira and he says, you've done it before for me. Do it again. I trust in you. 6 plus, I don't think he's going to get it off either. Okay, 2 plus 1. No, that's just 9. So he fails that spell and it's gone as well. Okay, so 2 of their best spells are now gone. And Ulfric is going to swing into this thing. And he doesn't get anything super special, but he has a plus. So he's got strength plus 2, melee plus 1, and then his sword is a plus 1. So he has a plus 4 to this. And he has to hit. I shouldn't have left that page. Okay. And he has an AC of 12. Okay. He hits on the first attack. And then 7 plus 4. He misses on the second attack. So that is just a d8 plus 1. 8 damage. That's really, really solid. As he swings in, he lops off a few of this thing's fingers and cries out that he will avenge his ancestors. So now let's roll to see who is going next in this chaos initiative. This is for the troll. Okay, so that's a 14 and then 3. Man, he's going he like snarls down at Ulfric and vows that he will eat him alive. First claw attack. 2 misses. Second claw attack. Okay, wait, no. I said it was going to stay here. Oh my gosh. 9 misses. And then he's going to bite. That same situation. He's parrying, he's blocking, and here comes the bite. 15 plus 4. It hits again. Let's see what the damage is. 9 damage. Jeez, he bites off. I'm going to say Ulfric has his ear bitten off by this troll. Ulfric's ear bitten off by, his name was Scaldor. I'm going to have to find that because I think that's very important here. Oh, that's runes. I was like, okay, I'm doing the wrong thing. R is definitely after M. That's my problem. Scaldor. Okay, but he doesn't, he's kind of cornered now, as, so Ulfric's going to swing twice again. No, Jared. Okay, no, right here. 7 plus 4 misses. Come on. 16 plus 4, perfect. Okay, and 4, 9 damage. So he gets his ear bitten off. Oh, wait, really quick. Also, regains 2d6 upon on its turn unless wounds are cauterized with fire or acid. Man, that acid arrow would have been awesome, but doesn't happen. So he's going to get 2d6 health back. 5. And then he has 9 damage. So 4. We'll just do. So he's down to 12. Man, Ulfric is actually putting in work right now. Eliara is going to send a magic missile. Also misses, which means both of her attack spells are gone now. And she has a lot more utility outside of those. So she is doesn't have too much going for her. Sir Tucker Rose is going to sprint up here. And again, he's a knight, so I just use the knight stat block, which he gets a few more attacks, but it doesn't make too much of a difference most of the time. Am I rolling did I roll twice for Ulfric? Am I treating it like he has 2 attacks? Okay, well, we're going to say that he was enraged a little bit, so that was a misplay on my part if I did that. Okay, to make up for it, I'll just do one attack from Sir Tucker Rose. This is a +3 to hit. Thankfully, he's only hit on one of them. Sir Tucker Rose misses. Oh, geez, man. Okay. Yarki is going to run up, and he's going to cure wounds on Ulfric. Let's go. Let's go, Yarki. So, it cure wounds is 2d6. It's 2d6 because it's 1 plus half of your level rounded down. So 2d6, this could be huge. And it was 8 damage, or 8 health restored there as he goes back up to 18. Okay, so it's going to be super important here that the party gets the jump on the troll this turn. Otherwise, he's going to heal up. So this is for, we'll go them first, the party first. No. 6 plus 1. That's 7. Unless, does someone else have a better dex? 1, 1, 0. I've used Sir Tucker Rose has 0. So 1. So 7 versus the trolls. Man, the troll is healing. Oh, shoot. 10 HP. Back like that. And he's got 3 attacks. Okay. So he's tunnel visioned on Ulfric. Misses with the claw. Second claw hits this time. It's only a d6, so a much better one to be hitting. 6 damage though. I'll subtract that here in a second, and he goes to bite him. Oh, he bites him again. Okay, 6 plus 3. Only 9 damage there. Okay. So he is down to 9 health. He's got blood just running out of his ear. It's just he is in he's seeing red. He's got ringing. He's going through it right now, and that's their turn. So Sir Tucker Rose is going to make 2 attacks plus 3. Okay. I'm counting that one since it's on the book. Nat 20. So I will just double the dice damage, or I'll roll it twice. 6, 1. 7 plus, no, just 7. 7 on the first one, so that's down to 15. And then 16 plus 3 also hits. 2 damage on that one. So he's down to 13. Okay, Ulfric is going to have to... He's going to have to crit on him. Can he do it? In this moment, things running through Ulfric's head are just like he's incensed and enraged that this guy is like, he can see the dwarf skeleton laying nearby with still some of the meat on it, and he musters up everything he's got. Let's do it, please. Okay, well, he hits at least. It was so close. One roll and it would have been a 20, but he's got this plus 1, 7 damage. Oop. And he doesn't get to go twice. Even though I only hit on 1, I feel bad about it. Yarki's going to heal up Ulfric again because he sees this guy's tunneling on him. And he does it. Let's go. So you only have to get an 11 to pass. And Yarki, with his wisdom and spellcasting modifier, does it. 2d6. 10 health back. Let's go, Yarki. It also makes it easier on me, so I appreciate it. So Eliara, what does she do here? So she has no acid arrow. She has no magic missile. Oh, she rolls magic missile with advantage. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm going to give her a flat roll with magic missile here. And if she misses, obviously, that means the second one wouldn't have hit. She gets a 7. She has plus 1 from Farsight. That's 8. Then she has a 4 intelligence. That's 12. Let's go. Okay, so she didn't lose magic missile. She deals 3 HP. See, sometimes you just forget things. You mess things up because you're going fast. Don't take it hard on yourself. Okay, this is the last one potentially. We roll for initiative here as this is Eliara back here. Troll first. Nat 20, no! Okay, let's see if we can nat 20. Nat 1, no! Oh gosh. Ulfric's about to get hit 3 times. Okay, first swing with the claw on Ulfric as he continues to jeer and jab at him and talk about how tasty his kin's flesh is. So he misses that first one. Second claw. +4. Hits. For 2. And then last one. Misses. So only 2 damage. And he is going to heal back up. But how much is he going to heal? Because that could... If he heals very little, this could be the time. 8. Pretty good, actually. So that's 11 health left. As Sir Tucker Rose swings into him twice. Okay. That was a leaner. That one hits. And the second one will also hit. So this is 7 and 6. So Sir Tucker Rose goes to strike him down, and he lops off an arm, and then he lops off a leg, and then while the troll is still just like bleeding out, Ulfric comes up, grabs him by the hair, lifts him up, and says, "Eat this," and slices his head off. And he's going to add Scaldor's head to his inventory. Let's see if he even has room. He doesn't, but he's going to drop his grappling hook in exchange for Scaldor's head. Okay. Okay. Scaldor's head. And that ends the combat there. So let's see. I think that this guy probably has some loot. And he is a level 5. I don't know what we're going to do here, though, is... So this is the treasure. 4 to 6. Here's the deal. I feel like this is too strong. I think this is the levels of the character 4 to 6. And we're going to just roll a D100 here and see what they can find. I'm going to roll it twice because I think he probably has a few things. 74, which is silver and gold circlet worth 40 gold pieces. And then 34, which is 12 gold pieces in the pocket of a ripped cloak. So Ulfric goes over and I'll say the circlet and the gold are on the person who has just who passed, and he's going to say a quick prayer actually, which is interesting for Ulfric, and we can use that later. So Ulfric says prayer for dead dwarf. And then he's also going to grab that 12 gold, which brings him up to 33. And he's going to hand... Actually, I don't think anybody can hold it. She's got... Eliara can take the circlet. That is... Actually, she can't because she's got Memnon's armor and I didn't write it down. Entropic armor. That's what this is going to be. And then he's going to have 2 healing potions and a circlet. 40 GP. And then HP. Okay, sorry. That was some housekeeping right there. So they find all this stuff, and Ulfric digs a quick and shallow grave in here and buries his dwarf comrade. And then they head out, and we're gonna just roll kind of rapid succession as they quickly try to make their way down this mountain. 2 more encounter checks. 5, no encounter, and 4, no encounter. As they quickly move down, there are just some small conversations, and then they make it down to this beautiful clearing beside this water off in front of them. There's just a cliff that overlooks it, and they begin to set up camp at the end of the day down at the bottom, and then we'll probably explore a little bit more. This is a safe hex, by the way, so there will be no rolling in the night. But we may explore kind of the conversations around Ulfric as time goes with his struggles with religion, but also with him saying that prayer earlier. So that was day 8 of this solo Sesh-A-Thon, and we started off with some action early, and thankfully nobody died. It was a bit of an unfair fight, 4-on-1, but Scaldor held his own, but he's dead now. So thanks for joining me, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.